Staff Sergeant Shlomo Gurtovnik from Modi'in was a combat medic in the 46th Battalion, the 401st Armoured Brigade. He was killed while fighting in Gaza on the 18th of November, more than 2 months ago. And now, for more, we welcome Alex Gurtovnik, father of Staff Sergeant Shlomo Gurtovnik. He joins us from Haifa. Thank you so much for joining us. Condolences to you. I'm so sorry for your loss. Your son Schlomo killed while defending the country, a hero in this country. Combat medics have such a crucial role in this fighting. Tell us more about Schlomo and why he wanted to be a combat medic in the first place.
Thank you. Good evening. His grandfather, whose name was also Shlomo Gurtovnik, was a sailor in Russian Navy during World War II and was killed in the battle against Nazis. And 80 years later, Shlomo Gurtovnik was killed in the battle against Nazis. It's a rhyme of history, but it's not rhyme of death. It's rhyme of succession of life. Because against all odds, we are living here. And Shlomo, when 7 October happened, he understood, he realized that it was a huge screw up, but it was like more Holocaust than even Yom Kippur War. And he was filled with the internal conviction that he goes to war and maybe he will not return back. And I hear this from other soldiers which were killed, and more than that, I hear it from his team, which is alive, and from others who visited us. And those are the same people with the same internal conviction. And they went to sacrifice themselves for their brothers. And Shlomo had a diary a few months before his death where he asked himself, what is destination? What is purpose of my life? And now we can say he fulfilled his destination by dying for his brothers. And we have witnesses from both his crew and from the driver of the armored vehicle, which was 5 meters from him. He was hit by anti-tank rocket by his back directly, and all the crew was behind. Was just he was between the crew and this death, so he absorbed the death. He separated the death from the crew, and all team said that 10 centimeters left or 10 centimeters right. All would be dead, and Shlomo stated just between them. And we before that we saw ourselves as part of Jewish people, and now these bonds are sealed even more. And I want just to continue from what previous speaker told. We remember the case where 15 years ago approximately, security forces arrested a young girl who was recruited to blow up Haifa shopping center. During recruitment, she was astonished. He asked, but a lot of Arab families are visiting the mall. They would be killed. The answer was, and this is a citation, it doesn't matter. What does matter is only to kill as much Jews as possible. And this sums it all. They don't pretend to care about their people. They are moved by sheer hatred. And, there are a lot of countries in this world, when you cross the border, you become the subject of outrage of the criminal band ruling the country. And they are not like that. We are free people. We have more political parties than compared to any other country in the world.
Alex, we are so sorry to hear about what happened. We know so many parents and so many families in the country right now, as we're talking about in studio, with a war that looks like it could go on indefinitely. So many parents dreading that knock on the door with the news, the absolute worst news. Soldiers obviously aren't in touch with their families when they are fighting. If you can, tell us, what was the last contact you had with your son? What can you share about his views on the war?
Yeah, we met him last time a day before they moved to Gaza. It was approximately 26th on 29th of October. This was last time we saw him. Since then, we didn't see him. And he told, they understood what the scale of event. It was war for survival of our state, not just as that. And as I said, he gradually got conviction and that they should sacrifice themselves. And those people, those soldiers are exactly from the same matter. They're done from the same material, just sacrifice themselves.
The ultimate sacrifice, yeah. Protecting people across this country. Our thoughts are with you and your entire family. Staff Sergeant Shlomo Gurtovnik from Modi'in, a combat medic killed defending the country, a hero at the age of 21.